hello, and welcome back to CozyCryptidGaming. Just about a year, almost to the day from when I first started, and also, just about a year to the day of when Another Crab's Treasure initially released. Because, we are back with Another Crab's Treasure, because they, released the Year of the Crab update, which, among other things, gives us the New Game Plus playthrough option, which we will absolutely be starting. For those who don't know, New Game Plus is pretty much just what it sounds like, of getting to replay through the game that you just beat with all the cool stuff that you got over the course of your first playthrough. Usually things will be more difficult, having either extra challenges to compensate for things, but sometimes they're not, and you can just breeze right through everything. I know in this case, they've added in, I think there's like one new boss, but most of the other bosses have either been like increased in difficulty or have some new tricks up their sleeve. But that's not the only things that they've added for this update. They also added in the ability to like refight old, like already defeated bosses, which I really am excited about because I really like fighting Grovekeeper Topoda because that was a really fun fight, and I'm glad that I can do it a bunch now. They've added some new items, some new upgrades. There's the developer said something about adding in fossils. Also, yes, Krill can swear now. That was a very requested thing. Thank thank you, chat, for reminding me. Although, as far as I was looking, there isn't any setting for that. But it was a great little video that they did. No, you cannot date any of the villains, despite how much that was requested. But they also added in one of my favorite things, which is a bestiary, because the museum that I really wanted to try to get into when we first played through this game is now open, and that's gonna have like a bunch of displays in it for like all the different enemies that you fought. Right, that was the Krill being able to swear was the April Fool's joke. I forgot about that. But yeah, there's just a bunch of new things, and I also didn't by any means 100% this game. There's at least one boss that I know exists that I never encountered. Possibly more. There's a bunch of shells I never found. I never even fully upgraded my fork, and now there's like additional things for that. And they've also added in like new costumes as well. I know one of them is a pretty princess outfit for Krill. There's one where you can make Krill look like a wizard, and it even changes what the fork looks like. We're gonna launch into this. We're just gonna start with a New Game Plus of the file that I beat last time we went around, and we're just gonna go from there. There'll probably be spoilers at some point, but I've done a full playthrough of this. The game's been out for a year. C'est la vie. As with last time, I am playing this on the Steam version, and it does seem to. I'll be using a controller for it. It does not yet seem to work with a Switch controller, but they are planning for this full update to be available on Switch in like the coming weeks. So let's dive right in. And here we go. Oh, okay, so it doesn't just overwrite it. Neat. Then here we go. I don't know what the level cap is, if there is one, or if it's been raised. I just realized that. Also, I don't know if I'll stream like the full New Game Plus, but I will be going until at least New Carcinia and getting to Grovekeeper Topoda, because I know you need to get to both of those to get all of the new stuff that I know about unlocked. So let's see what happens.
What word comes to mind when you think of the Earth? For some, that word might be beautiful. Others might say the world is hateful, or evil, or unstable, or full of shit. But above all else, the word that best describes our world is resilient. Against the odds, time and time again, creatures adapt to make the most of their given environment. Some learn to feed on others, stealing their vitality for their own. Some become scavengers, living off what strangers leave behind. And others still, as we will soon see, would prefer to be simply left alone.
Sir, please open up.
Oh, you're not a bird.
Sir, are you the owner of this residence?
You mean my shell? Yeah, it's mine. Do you like it?
I represent the Royal Duchy of Slacktide, which has recently annexed the territory surrounding and including this tide pool. I'm here to inform you that you have outstanding taxes that date back an upwards of 10 tides. If you are presently unable to pay this balance, the duchy will claim you home until you...
Hold on. I've got some questions. First of all, what's a duchy? Also, taxes.
Okay, so basically, the Duchess of Slacktide owns this whole area now. And she puts a lot of effort into keeping it safe. So, everyone who benefits from that has to abide by her rules and pay up once per tide.
There's still plenty of birds here. I don't know if it's really safe.
Look, kid, I don't have time to argue political nuances here. I've got a lot of tax evaders to get to. You gotta pay up right now, or I'm gonna have to repo your property. Got it?
Okay. I think I've got a hard kelp or two around here somewhere.
I forgot how good the loan shark is. What? Chum? How? What? Okay. Wait. Huh. Okay. Was not expecting Chum to, actually... This might be a bit of a glitch. But, Chum, our little fish buddy, and Stowaway, is just here, hanging out. Above the waterline. And we can pet him. Well, I was expecting that I would get my little buddies. It looks like we actually have an extra slot for yet more friends as well. But I don't think Chum shows up in the... Chum doesn't normally, in the few areas where you can get, above the water in the main game after you get Chum, I don't think Chum actually, appears above water. So it's more that he's floating through the air right now. Yay! Hopefully this is enough for taxes. Oh. I gotta improve the Krill cosplay that I made. Because it was a fun time to be that for the couple of people who recognized it. But, I want to make a slightly better version. Hey, I know this isn't much, but... What the shell is this? They're heart kelp pods. Don't tell me you don't even like heart kelp. I hope you're joking. No one uses these dumb things as money anymore. The ocean's moved to the trash standard now. Trash, you got it? Trash? So, like, no pearls either? No shiny pirate coins? That's right. None of that crap. So you better find some bread clips or some sauce packets back there. I'm losing my darn patience. Look, if you give me a couple more tides... Alright, I've heard enough. Say goodbye to your shell, idiot. Wait!
Wait!
Oh, crab! You'll never abandon me, chum. He's still got his little Naruto run. Also, yeah, I definitely see the similarity to the Hogfather intro. Good Sir Ediford. Yeah. You can't do this to me, man. How am I supposed to stay safe from all the birds and stuff around here? Not my problem. You want your shell back? You better get a job and pay up. I hear they're always hiring in the reef. The reef? Isn't it super busy there? I don't want to talk to people. Again, really not my problem. I don't care where you get the trash from, but I'm keeping this thing until you do. See you later. Hold. Crab. I'm going to check one thing. I'm checking the initial area just in case they like added something else for New Game Plus in here. I don't think they did. Yeah, there's nothing here. All right. Into the sea! Whee! Yeah. Oh, other thing that I know they did, they added the little works while naked to all of the stowaways that actually work while naked, which is great, because most of them don't work unless you have a shell, actually. I could also throw Frederick on, because these are mostly ones that I had from, I had to redo the final boss fight to actually activate New Game Plus, so we are going to throw a contact lens on there, because that's really useful. We're going to throw Frederick on there, and I'll slap something else on there later. But now we have two little friends! Yeah. And we don't seem to have access to our adaptations yet. Oh! Maybe we do. Not all of them, though. Interesting. Because I had a bunch of these, but it doesn't give you all of them. We are going to take Snail Sanctum. We'll take the Bubble Bullet, too. Oh, right, you have to... There we go! Nice little glowy shell. No! Nope. We're gonna make that jump. Oh, right. They might have, so some of the adaptations, are actually, like, required in order to do some plot progress, so they're probably still locked behind certain bosses. Hey, we got a hair claw. Trade it in for microplastics later. Okay, yeah, so the reason I have the contact lens is so it shows all the little health bars, which is really useful. Oh, hey, it's another crab. Excuse me, sir. Did you see a really tall shark pass by carrying a super awesome, dope-looking shell? Honestly, it looked a lot like the glowy thing that I've got on my back right now, but was, you know, permanent and not made of, magic. Work? That's what I'm trying not to do. That's why I gotta catch up with worthless. Holy crap, what's wrong with your eyes? Have you been sleeping enough or... Oh god, get away from me! Yep, it is not enough. I still need to go get a fork. We will flee. Wah! Oh, there's bobbit worms everywhere now. Great! Great! Hate bobbit worms. But that's also why we have the contact lens. So we can see where they're hidden. Assuming I, am not running in a panic. Sheesh! I think I lost them. I knew the ocean could be sketchy, but I had no idea it was this bad. Yeah, let's, Oh, and I don't have my outfits either. Ah, okay, it just has you naked for default. Right, because you get the first one from the fork. Yeah! I guess it couldn't hurt to have a way to defend myself. This thing seems like it could do a little damage. Darn right it can. If anyone else attacks me, I guess I'll poke him with the pokey bit. Might as well give this bad boy a few practice swings. Yeah! It's rusty no more. I got a bunch of upgrades for this thing in the last run. I think it was like all but the final upgrade, which is no longer the final upgrade. Yep. New museum exhibit unlocked. All right. Good. It actually tells you when that happens. Come on, Frederick and Chum. Go for it. Fight my enemies. Oh, right. It's still... I assume it still has... Ah, okay. That's how they're doing it. So the, I probably have all of my skills still unlocked, but since I don't have the core ability, they lock you out of most of your other stuff for a bit. Actually, let's find out about that. Aha! So I still have a lot of the other abilities. I just don't have the, I just don't have the teleporting one. Nice. Okay. So they've found a way to make sure that you don't have the abilities that would let you like sequence break, but you keep everything else. That's probably a good way to do this. Oh no, these things again. Not good. I mean, not bad that I'm up here now, but... Yeah, okay. So they're just adding in enemies that you wouldn't have seen before to this area. That's... Oh, I need to heal. I need to heal. Okay. Gonna keep running, gonna keep running, gonna keep running. Maybe I don't have all the abilities. I should have the spearfishing trick, but it doesn't seem to give me the targeting thing for it. More umami crystals. Excellent. I will probably find a use for these things in New Game Plus. Hopefully. What's that thing? Current's starting to get warm close to this platform. Kinda comfy. Maybe I could rest my feet here a while. that's how we get all of our... Yeah, there's no way the moon snail... You probably have to re-find all the moon snail shells. These are where you can save and swap out stuff and all that. Let's actually check. Okay, and it doesn't have boss rematching because we haven't actually beaten any bosses in this run. Cool. But still check out the shell collection. As you can see, there's a lot that I still need to find. But, and we have our home. Level up. And yes, for those who are new, the currency is microplastics. It's great. I love aggro crab. Hey! There you are! Wow, you are awful persistent. I think I've been pretty clear with you, kid. The shell's property of the Duchess now. If you want it back, take it up with her, not me. My work here is done. Come on, man. There's gotta be something I can do. The shark is great, and I love the lone shark. Yeah, now that you mention it, I can think of something. You can lick my freaking ventral fins and stop bothering me. Bah! Later, kid. Ah, this guy! Luckily, he absolutely gets his by the time this game is over. The Shallows. Also, the soundtrack for this game is great, and all of it is available through the YouTube page and the Spotify, and I think they have a Bandcamp as well. But it's great. Oh, I remember you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't see your type leaving the pool too often. Yeah, well, I didn't have a choice. Can you tell me what's going on here? I heard there's like a Duchess in charge now? Yep, sure is. Real piece of work. Takes all my hard-earned... Hold on a second. Something about you seems familiar. Thank you, game, acknowledging this is the second playthrough. I am always a fan of this. Huh? This is my first time here. Uh-huh. Yeah, now I'm sure of it. I've seen you before. And something tells me you've been getting on my nerves for a long time now. You never should have come back, buddy. From now on, you're in for a world of pain. Oh! Oh, the rude snail is actually a boss now. Whoa. I love that it has the same soundtrack as the polluted Platoon Pathfinder. Jeez. Okay, you deal a ton of damage. Heal, gotta remember to heal. Yeah, in the first, in your first playthrough, this is basically the combat tutorial, and it goes down in like 2 hits. This is not a boss fight at all. Shell broken, shell broken. Dodging. Well, that feels about on par with what a New Game Plus should probably be. You died! Yep, you drop your microplastics and shell, the spot where you died. In my case, I actually don't, because one of the things I love about Another Crab's Treasure is that it has a bunch of accessibility settings. In particular, I will actually show off which ones that I have. So, assist mode. So yeah, mine is custom. You can mess around with a bunch of things, but I have prevent microplastic loss on death, so you don't lose all of your resources every time you die, because that's the one thing I don't like about Souls games. I also turned off taking damage from just falling off platforms when you're doing all that. And I have used giving Krill a gun before, but I will probably avoid that for now, even though it is very, very fun. But yeah, those are the two settings that I always kind of have on, because they make it a lot more fun and a lot more manageable. So, let's give this extremely rude snail another shot. Oh, so you can't just escape. I love that. Hey, you're just gonna run right by me without so much as a howdy? Honestly, the nerve of the youngsters these days. I oughta... Hold on a sec. Something about you seems familiar. This is great. This is my first time here. Uh-huh, yeah, I'm sure you've heard... I've seen you before, and something tells me you give me my word. Yeah. This is the same dialogue, but I love that that's an option to... Oh, and there are some extra shells around here, too, to make up for it. Good. Damn. Okay. Well, we are gonna have to get good, it would seem. You know what? We're not gonna bother with giving ourselves that shell. We are going to... skip through your dialogue, because I've already narrated it once. Oh, right! We still have all of our fun abilities. Jeez, okay. Okay. So this is not where we're going to be stuck for the rest of the session. I swear. But we are going to throw on at least one of... Yeah, no. We're going to keep Lamprey, because Lamprey is really useful. I'm a simple creature. I just want the things that make my life easier in this game. Freaking umami crystal attacks. Give me your soft, squishy underbelly. Okay. Gotta remember the pop-ups. Dang. Again, cannot stress enough that this is a snail that, like, died in 2 hits on the in your first run. actually. I think I can do this? No, okay, yeah, you can't do the double. You can't do double shell. Because you can use old shells as like a hammer on top of the fork, but it looks like I can't make two of the same like magic shell thing. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to have this do this game again. The game. Hi, you're gonna suffer. Heck yeah! Still have the dodge attack. Oh, the copies that it makes are basically what it was last time. That's good. It is very rude of enemies in video games to attack anyone. That's just like they should just stop doing that. There's so many good accessibility options in this. Actually, Aggro Crab has done that for both the games that it's made, because they also have a bunch. They also have quite a few of them in Going Under, which is more of a roguelike game. But this one has a lot more options. And just all kinds of things that you can do. That's fine. That's on me. Right. Really gotta remember that Counter-Strike one. Dodge. Right. That was schmuck bait. That was just. Ow. Ugh. Almost there. Almost there. So beatable. So beatable. There we go. So beatable. Heck yeah! All right. Pollution scoured. We are done. Ah, junk is recovered, and why does everyone in this place try to kill me? This shell doesn't even fit. All right, calm down, Krill. It's the most dangerous situation you've been in since seagull breeding season. But all you gotta do is make it for that castle, like the rude snail said. Sounds like that Duchess controls the taxes around here, so I bet the shark took my shell to her. I'm sure once I tell her what's going on, this can all be resolved, and I can go right back to sleep. What a waste of time. There's no way I'm fitting in this thing. Okay. It does just loop you on that. Treasure. Treasure. But yeah. Yeah, of the various stowaways you get, I love Chum and Frederick and the Lanternfish. But this right here, the contact lens, is the single most useful thing in the entire game. Because it shows you, like, where enemies are. It's also useful for finding those crystal deposits. And, like, especially hidden enemies, like you can see there with the 470 of 470. Because a lot of enemies, like, hide in the sand and whatnot. Like the bobbit worms. Bane of my existence. Partly because I think bobbit worms are incredibly creepy. Because they are. But, yeah, it's just useful to be able to see the damage, the health bars and everything. I just find it so much easier. Yay, heart kelp. Yay! New museum exhibit unlocked. Excellent. Gotcha. Yeah, we're getting back into the swing of things. No problem. Easy game. Easy. But why can't I use the fish? I can't use the fish hooks because I don't have the fishing line yet. That's what it is. Hey! Item discovery up. Okay. Yep. Stowaways. Have I had a... Huh. That's my first oyster. Maybe there's new stowaways for this too. That'd be fun. Honestly, let's get... Drop the lamprey. We'll throw the oyster on there. Finding more stuff is always good. We are not going to go over there because that is the first optional boss of the game, and I don't want to fight the polluted platoon pathfinder just yet. I don't want to have to fight that thing until I have the mantis punch. Hey, more things I can sell for money. So they don't have to worry as much about... Oh, okay. Hi there. Oh, and another museum exhibit. Excellent. But yeah. $10, thank you. Something that I don't really need because I have the accessibility settings turned on, but cool that it exists. But yeah, this has just been... I'm really happy that this came back, like, at the perfect time to be an anniversary of when I started streaming. I've really enjoyed this game, and oh, we are absolutely leveling up. We're gonna put one more point in attack, to get us a nice round 30. Despite not having any like points in our magic stat, MSG, we still actually have a decent amount in there because of the skill tree. Just because there's a bunch of things in here that are just like, yeah, increases your MSG by 5. That shows up a lot. They just don't have Shelleport yet. But we will get our fast travel soon enough. Let's head over to the castle. We'll meet the Duchess, and then we'll go meet the moon snail. Hello, guards! Chitin! Right, we don't know her name yet. She shows up throughout the she's the one who shows up throughout the rest of the game and has the the mall ninja knives as a pair of swords. I love her. Halt, wanderer! Speak your business in Fort Slacktide, or be struck down where you stand. Oh, jeez. The thing is... Calm down, kid. We're not gonna hurt you. Ignore my friend here. It's her first day on the job. She's a little excited. Just tell us what you need. Well, my shell got taken away because of something called taxes? And I'm wondering if the Duchess can help me get it back. You want to speak to the Duchess herself, huh? I don't want to get your hopes up, kid. She's a busy crab, what with keeping the shallows safe. But feel free to go ahead and give it your best shot. Hark! A weary vagabond doth grace our gates. Pray, I would see them part foot. Open the gate, Nate. You got it. I gotta say, I feel like there's an awful lot of violence around here. I thought the whole point of the Duchess was to make things safe. Go tell her about it, kid. See how quickly you get kicked back to your tide pool. Get moving, kid. It's bad enough standing around all day without dealing with weirdos like you. A truly curious wanderer. What has possessed your mind with such strange thoughts? Hi, Chitin. I love you. She's great. The captain takes his job very seriously and expects the same for us all. We've been doing drills non-stop since high tide. Fort Slacktide before everything gets ruined. Oh. Honestly, there's nothing important back here, but we still can't have crabs scuttle around where they please. If you're looking for something shiny, you'd probably have better luck in the caves west of here. If you can get up there, that is. But I can see loot. I can see treasure. I'll come back later. I missed this game. Yeah, I actually haven't played any of this since we stopped streaming, just because I wanted to do other things, and I would probably just keep playing this game constantly if I didn't have other things I wanted to. Sculptures around here can be hit or miss, but I kind of dig this one. I don't know what you want up this tower, but no chance, hatchling. Don't you have more pressing matters to get to inside? The line of petitioners. Let's go up the line. What are you in line for? Paying my taxes, same as everyone. But to be honest, getting to see the Duchess's beauty in person is almost worth the trip in itself. Now remember what we talked about, Vito. Don't speak when the Duchess is speaking, or she'll chop me head off. That's a good boy. What are you here for? Begging the Duchess not to demolish my house for a new food court. You know how it is. I think you show up again later. I think that's Tortellini. Despite his hat being a different type of pasta, I think. What did you bring to pay your taxes with? I found this shiny thingamajig digging through the sand over by the drop-off. That thing? She's probably got 100 of those already. You're gonna get thrown out of the throne room. What'd you bring? Oh. Hang on. You. Glad I at least have a snack while I wait for my audience of the Duchess. That snack looks a little ashy. It's a bit of an acquired taste, but this is the latest thing in the big city. Are you okay? You look like you're gonna steam inside your shell. I'm just stressed, okay? It's a big deal to meet with the Duchess. Hey! Where do you think you're going, chum? I'm gonna go see this Duchess lady? Oh yeah? Just gonna walk in and see the Duchess, huh? What do you think we're all standing around for? A tour? Come back when you've made an appointment like the rest of... Actually, due to a gap in her schedule, the Royal Duchess is receiving walk-ins for the next 15 minutes. Wait, huh? Oh, neat! I'll head on in then. Bless you, Krill. You... truly simple creature.
Speak.
Ah, Duchess Magista. I love your boss theme.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I, recently had my shell taken away, and I was wondering if there's any way we could work out some sort of a...
Do you like my castle, little hermit?
Your castle? Oh, it's pretty neat, I guess.
You guess? A lot of work went into this place, you know? Work made possible by generous contributions from citizens like yourself. And it was worth it, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Look, I can find another way to pay my taxes, but for now, I'd really just like to...
Even more gorgeous than the coral reefs, wouldn't you say?
I've never been to... I mean, yeah, absolutely. The reefs are super overrated. Everyone says so.
Oh, perhaps we can work out a deal, little hermit. But first, I'll need something from you. My castle still lacks a certain panache, pizzazz, flair. Je ne sais quoi.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love all the puns in this game. It's great. Also, I didn't notice until this time that it's a, like, 30th birthday crown that Magista is wearing. I love that. I thought it was just, like, a generic, like, pretty plastic crown, but that's even better.
A platoon went out on my behalf to recover something shiny and gorgeous from the cave to the west. But those buffoons haven't reported in since. Such incompetence. Climb the western tower to begin your journey to the cave. Then catch up with my platoon and help recover something worthy of my beauty. Return to me with trinket in claw, and we can speak of delaying your tax payments for no longer than 2 calendar tides.
Which would be like 2 days, if I'm remembering how tides work. Right? Half a day? 2 days?
Okay, thank you. I won't let you down. I'll get you the shiniest thing I can. Oh yeah, I also wanted to mention the crazy murderous crabs outside trying to...
Begone, little hermit. I tire of you.
Yes, ma'am!
We'll be back. Nope, not that way. I know there is the fishing line I need over in here. Ah, yes, cow water brand milk. I guess I can let you in if you're on a Duchess approved mission. Really didn't want you to see the mess back here. Just find what you need and skedaddle, okay? And please don't tell anyone. I'll have it cleaned up soon. Promise. Mario brand cigarettes. Open me, ah, you wish. Warning, these cigarettes will carcinize you. I forgot about that one. Ah, yes, and Shucker's Uncrustworthies. I do love that this canonically takes place in the same universe as Going Under. The little, what's it? The intro that was like the nature documentary is the Neo-Cascadian, nature department. Neo-Cascadia is where Going Under takes place. It's like... if it lines up to the United States, it's like if, like, part of Portland kind of became its own or part of like Oregon became its own little like country. Hey, buddy. It was supposed to be cleaned up like 2 tides ago. First the urchin spill blocking the West Tower, now this? No way I'll be able to meet up with my platoon in time. I really wanted to impress the Duchess. But in Going Under, there is a recurring thing with all of the flavored seltzer things that they have, which are all the various cans that you find in this game. They all have truly interesting flavor combinations. There we go. Here's the fishing line. Whee! There we go. C-Star Double Plus. Okay, so I think they've just... I don't think double. C-Star Double Plus. Okay, yeah, that's... So yeah, they probably just replaced any of the normal drops with just better versions of the stowaways that already exist. That makes sense. Yeah. But gosh, I missed this game. This is fun. Oh. What did you do? Hey, can I get by here? Does it look like it? Yep, the shipment of the fort's defensive urchins got spilled out across the hall. It's really got the Duchess up in arms. She's already executed 5 people over it. Whoa. Well, I really gotta get by here. Duchess's orders. Duchess's orders, huh? Alright, tell you what. I think there's some leftover gear. Okay, yeah, this is just explaining how to get there if you don't already know, or didn't already find it by accident, which I think is what I did the first time around. We're just gonna zip through things. Ow. Let's try that again. Whee! Okay, there's rolling sea urchin number 1. I don't remember if there's a second one or not. I hope there isn't. Aha! Give me the crystals. Give me the crystals. Okay, I gotta go back the long way. That's fine. Yep, the actual long way. Thought I could make that jump. I was wrong. Oh no. Oh no, I might actually be stuck. Oh no. Oh no, I might... Oh no! Well, sometimes you get stuck on geometry in between 2 sea urchins. Happens to everybody. Happens to the best of us. We're just gonna do that again real quick. Actually get up the walkway, get over to where we need to go, grab a nice shiny pearl. really appreciate that it like slows things down to like bullet time when you are aiming, if there's something to actually aim at, because it would be kind of a pain to deal with it otherwise. Hey, why'd you roll that down at me? Oh, Shell, are you okay? I can't believe I dropped it. I'm so stupid. I had one job, and it was to hold that urchin in place until the captain comes back. Now that I think about it, he might have been joking around. Classic Captain Nephro. A golden smile and the joyful heart of a prankster. Anyway, sorry I almost killed you there. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. I do appreciate the apology. Ooh, more loot. A barnacle. Regular barnacle. Ah, yes, thank you. Thank you for the shortcut. And time to head over this way. Whee! And is anything back? Nope, that is a barrier. Cannot go any further. Fair enough. Onward to the plot. Go through this little section here. Ah, yes, Wavebreaker, my beloved. That was a skill that I used a lot on a bunch of different bosses, and it was fantastic. Paper Claw. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna keep the Spirit Conch because it's good. Like I will eventually find better shells than it, but it's especially as a shell that you can just manifest with your magic, it's really darn useful. The moon snail! In an effort to recover his home, the plucky hermit crab ventures into a mysterious cave. But he quickly discovers that the return journey will be significantly more challenging. Hello? Who's talking? He approaches the ghostly figure in front of him. I'm gonna touch the current first. Hi, my name's Krill. Do you know of anything shiny in this cave? Something that might impress, like, a huge, beautiful crab lady? Confused and desperate, the hermit crab begins begging help from strangers. Hey, I'm not desperate! Yet. Thus far, he has persevered by taking refuge in artifacts from beyond the waves. But to survive from here on out, he must awaken the currents inside of him. He must access the power of umami. Umami? Look, if there's some secret I should know about, can you please just tell me what it is? Stuff's been convoluted enough ever since I left the tide pool. Feeling pity for the helpless creature, the noble moon snail deigns to awaken his latent abilities manually. You better not be messing with... Whoa! What the shell was that? I feel... tingly. The hermit crab dons a metal shell and feels a new ability awaken. I do? Yes, he does. Yep. And this is where you learn about shell spells. You know what? I will. So, what is this umami stuff exactly? The hermit crab continues into the cavern, excited to make use of his new ability. The hermit crab continues into the cavern, excited to make use of its new ability. A creature blocks the hermit crab's path. Immune to his physical attacks, it may only be dispatched by his newfound umami powers. Well, isn't that convenient? The noble moon snail denies any involvement in manufacturing this scenario. The once innocent hermit crab's ability to slaughter his enemies has been increased dramatically. Did you have to put it that way? He senses that the reward he seeks lies further within this cavern, as well as the opportunity to meet his newfound idol, the mysterious and attractive moon snail, in the flesh. Guess I've got no choice. Alrighty. Welcome to the tutorial cave. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button, but okay. And now we have the trash hammer. Which hits like a truck. Ah, another crab. Boing. Just gonna keep climbing. Just gonna keep climbing. I will not be thrown off of this. What? Oh, I'm just gonna get... Okay. Get up here. Get up here. I don't remember there being... I don't think there were all of these things last time. Oh, you're gonna make this real fun, aren't you? Luckily, I can come over to you. Hey! Thank you, shark eggs. There's also just little corks that you can sit on and appreciate the view, which is nice. Hi, buddy. You definitely weren't here in the first run. Not at this point in the game, at least. Ow. We're gonna try that again. Hello? I guess, that health bar just kind of stays there until you've completed the whole area. Alright, first one down. We'll go across here and bounce on up, and ignore that one. Slingshot over. You know what? Actually, we are going to swap back to Lamprey, because health regeneration is always good. Nope. No, 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 no. Oh. Oh. Well. I guess you can... Hey! Hey, it kinda... Oh! Because it's still down there. You know what? We're just gonna leave that enemy there, because we don't actually need to kill everything to get through. We just need to get past things. Drop down a shortcut. Oh, crab archers are back. Okay. Yep. Grabbing loot, grabbing loot, grabbing all the loot I can find. Really don't like those crab archers there. Gotta make use of this. Darn it. Come on. Ow. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting back into the shape of things. I have a shield. I should remember to use it. Or, I have a shell. I should remember to use it. Goddamn bobbit worms. Don't remember how to... That's how I get out of here. Okay, I guess not. Wait. I should be able to get up there. Hang on. Ah! Ow. Perhaps we do not attempt that sequence break. There you go. And shortcut away! Right, forgot about the other crab. I was trying to remember how to parry. It did not go well. I'm still having a great time, though. Like... Give me another shell. Recharge my umami. And... we will try to speedrun through this. I will probably... like, there will probably be a decent amount of me, like, playing this off-stream just to, like, grind up some microplastics and level a bit, in between streams, but that'll just be me, like, that'll just be me grinding. It will not be entertaining to watch in the slightest. But I do want to try to get through to, like, what of the story we can get to. That was just me not knowing how to platform for a bit. Don't... He just pushed me right off the ledge! No! That's a cheap trick! I should get to do the cheap tricks, not you! There we go. Hey! I actually got the parry to work that time. But yeah, as is the case in most Souls-like games, there is a way to parry. In this one, there's also like the perfect dodge that you saw me do, the weird like spinning attack where time slowed down after I dodged once or twice back there. I want the shiny treasure, but I can see all of the enemies. So you know what? Oh, right! I forgot that you can pull shells to you. Oh, it's all bobbit worms. It's all bobbit worms. Okay. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here without dying? Very quickly. That's how I do it. You just run. You just run. You know what? Fair enough. Okay. Where did it drop? Drop me back here. Which means there's... Aha! Jellyfish. Perfect. Ow! Don't... Aha! Thank you. I will hide behind here. I will recover health. Pull myself over to here. Deal with you. There we go. Okay. We've dealt with that one. But there's nothing really over here. Though I guess it does at least prevent me from being attacked by that one crab. Okay. Ah, right, my shell is damaged, that's why. I'm gonna pull a wave breaker. Get over to you. You've been defeated. Gonna skip right past those crabs. Just skip right past them. You don't need to worry about them. Yay, more barbed hooks. Okay, that's how you get up to that crystal, but is there like another... Oh, maybe there's another shortcut. That's what that route is for. Okay. How do I get back there? You know what? Just gonna try to run it. Hi, Bobbit Worms, sorry. Sorry, except not sorry. You're all terrible. I don't want to be here. Bye. Nope. No. Thank you for taking my shell and not me. Oh, this is a nightmare. This is just a nightmare. This is just a nightmare. Okay. We have escaped with our lives. Thank you for the whelk. His name is Lawrence. My audience is probably too young to get that joke, but to be fair, I am too young to get... I should be too young to get that joke, and yet here I am. No. No, come on. Let me do the thing. Yes! Okay. So yeah, there's gotta be... I probably have to defeat this little... Okay, yeah. There we go. Bobbit worms are horrifying and also are why you should never walk barefoot on a beach in Australia. They don't make that noise in real life, that I'm aware of. But this takes us up here, so we can at least get this crystal. Cross that off my list of things to do. And I feel like there should be a shortcut, unless the answer is just get up here and... Nope, can't even do it that way. Okay. Oh, but maybe I can do it from this end? Yeah, this at least... Okay, so yeah, you can, like, bypass a lot of things by still going up high. That will work. That will work. I was like, yes, I've beaten this game. It's also been a year since I've done this section of it, so... But yeah, I've been... Oh, more heart kelp. Must be right before a boss. It absolutely is. Oh, and it's got friends this time. Okay. Alright, let's dance. We can do this. Okay, it has friends. This will make things a little tricky. Okay. Addition of friends is gonna be a problem. Oh, I wish I had Voltize. Yes, and that's the other thing that this game does that I love. You can respawn right by the boss fight. So you don't have to do the whole run-back slog. Oh, you can lure them first. This is great. This is perfect. There we go. Hey there, buddy. And Wavebreaker. Thank you for adding this, reminding me of this. Powerful blows that will very likely break your shell if hit while hiding it. So that is... Blue is your cue to dodge. Which I did very well there. Don't roll back the footage. Hello, Wavebreaker. I love you. And weak point. And we're golden. Just keep kiting around the crab. Shell broken. Not for long. Okay. Can do a full spin on that one. Good to know. And done. Alright. Second try on a boss. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And we got a pearl. A gorgeous pearl manufactured somewhere beyond the ocean. Looks perfect for impressing royalty. And more importantly, the moon snail's domain. At long last, the hermit crab lays eyes on the powerful, borderline sensual body of the moon snail. Not really my type, but good for you. Glad you're confident. Hi. Thanks for leading me here. I think the Duchess is really going to like this pearl. But I still need a way to get out of this cave. In order to progress, the hermit crab will need to further expand his umami abilities. Cool. How do I do that? I'm getting to it, damn... The hermit crab closes his eyes and allows himself to become one with the waves. He notices the effect his body has on the currents around him, and lets himself be changed by them, in turn. Okay... Hey, when I close my eyes, I can start to see something. I see a tree? Some sort of tree of skills? Here we go. Every single thing leaves currents in its wake as it travels through this ocean. Be it a living person, a beast, a corpse, or even a piece of garbage. The life force of the ocean, the beating heart of this world. This phenomenon is known as umami. Invisible to most, umami currents can be detected only by a chosen few. Even fewer still can make use of them. Oh, the glowing purple stuff. I've seen that surrounding some big shells and crystals out there. Surprising. I guess I didn't need to zap you then. The hermit crab's training may progress faster than anticipated. He feels that perhaps if he enters a discarded moon snail shell, a new use for it might reveal itself. The hermit crab returns, prepared to augment his abilities. Okay, so we've still got craft sigils. This is new. What do we have here? Oh, these are the fossils! Okay. Sentinel's sigil, the soul of a mighty crab whose skill with a shell was unparalleled, but was still mere flesh and blood beneath it all. Plus 150% aggravation damage, plus 50% incoming unblocked damage. Okay. Wrathful soul of a disgraced warrior who failed to protect what mattered most. Dispatch, balance, but you don't have a lot of basic attack. Okay, so these are all like trade-offs for things. Sorcerers. A hermit sorcerer whose umami became too powerful, wasting their very body away and forcing them to fight via spirit alone. Streaker's sigil. Soul of an uncompromising warrior who rebelled against their hermit nature despite the painful consequences. Increased attack damage, increased attack speed when naked. Right, because it's when you're naked. That's why it's Streaker. Okay. And Sicko's sigil? Twisted soul of a masochistic crab. Only the truly insane would choose to bear its burden. Doubles incoming damage. Oh, so this is just to make things even harder on yourself if you want to. Okay. I don't know if any of these are really... Shadow's sigil could work against a couple things. You... Okay. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. I might test those out later. We can level up, which we will. Our health is actually okay. Increasing our resistance is probably good. Umami is fine for now. Yeah, let's just increase our defense. And yes, combat memory. So yeah, this is the thing that allows you to fight just individual bosses over and over again. But I do know that I think once you get to Topoda, you can do like themed boss rushes, and I think eventually just do like boss rush of all of the bosses that you fought. But that's like specifically once you get to him. But we will shelleport to the Shallows. And yeah, Central Shallows. The Hermit Crab knows instinctively to return to this place whenever he faces danger beyond his abilities. I will, thank you. While we're at it, can you tell me how taxes work? The Hermit Crab knows instinctively to stop pushing his luck. Oh, geez, when did it become 8:30? Like I said, I really like this game. But yeah, do remember to drink water. Grab a snack if you are hungry. Remember to take your meds, all those good things. Oh, right. We've got the pearl. But hang on. We didn't have to fight, we haven't had to fight Captain Nephro yet. Who would be way over there. Why haven't we had to fight Nephro? Right, because we know about shells already. So yeah, in the first run through, you will have to go and fight a boss way over down this pathway, because you can't see the queen naked. Well, you cannot go into the royal throne room while naked, and the little bit of plastic you have there does not count, which actually I am going to change that because I have a couple things, and most importantly, Aggro Crab says pride rights, as does CozyCryptidGaming. Yeah, so basically the tutorial for getting shells and whatnot is your first actual mandatory boss fight, which is Captain Nephro, who's off down that pathway. I will go and deal with him in a little bit. But first, I've been standing watch my whole life. For what? Got nothing in return. Stupid, stupid. Hey, excuse me? I gotta get back in to see the Duchess again. Keeps piling up. All the trash. All the work. Are you, like, okay, man? Sick of it. I'm sick to death of all of it. It's all so worthless. Also, Krill, generally, when people's eyes start glowing purple, that is not a sign that they're doing good. Like, I know you're sheltered and whatnot, but... Okay. Hey, and another museum exhibit is unlocked. And more crystals. Oh, I wonder if the various adaptations can get more upgrades now. Because that's what you mostly spend those crystals on, is unlocking things in your skill tree and leveling up the adaptations, which are like that magic shell that I have and the bubble bullet thing. that really doesn't do a lot of damage. The other reason I need to find and defeat Grovekeeper Topoda again is then I will get the Mantis Punch adaptation back, and I love that adaptation. It's so much fun. Partly because it's incredibly anime, but also is just very useful. In addition to like the being able to move around, the like exploration thing that it lets you do, which is shatter certain blocks that you find in the world. It also just does decent damage, and more importantly, does a lot of stagger damage to enemies. There's all kinds of enemies that only can be hurt by umami stuff. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. That's new for New Game Plus. There we go. Okay. New museum exhibit unlocked. Yeah, this is... Let's actually see if Captain Nephro is, 1, still here, and 2... this will be interesting, because when you first fight him, normally, like, this whole area is, like, actually, like, bright and sunshiny and everything. But, we can get here without that, so... Push button. Hi, Fizzle. Fizzle's the company that you work for and going under. The first game that they have. Does he? Oh, you have to put on the shell. Right. You have to actually put on the shell first. Forgot about that. Phew. Yep. Now I can get in to see the Duchess. Oh! I wonder if that is an unintended skip. Because normally you just wouldn't have the ability... when you first play through this game on a regular file, you won't even have you won't find any shells or any trash lying around that you can use as a shell until this boss fight. But they also they had some enemies that do drop some things you can use as shells. The seahorses drop the sriracha caps. But also I had the umami, the adaptation that gives me a shell. So I guess that means that we just can that we got to skip this. Yep, weird metal shell. Okay. Neat.
Claws off, lawbreaker!
Oh, crab. I'm sorry. Was I supposed to grab a ticket?
You think yourself above the law, but the law is not so easily outwitted. By its strength alone do we rise above the beasts.
I'm really sorry. I'll go to the back of the line, okay?
You should be so lucky. I'll have your head like I have these other worthless law breakers.
Yup, the Centaur Crab Guard. I love Nephro. He's fantastic. I know he's a reference to a particular boss in Sekiro. Oh, that's new. Okay. Guard Captain's got some new tricks. Okay. Yeah, he couldn't shoot bubbles of poison at me last time. We're gonna deal with you. Since he's technically an optional boss now, I could just skip him and come back later. Nah, We got like half an hour left. I don't think there's any chance I'll get to Magista and be able to beat her in that time. So let's see what Nephro has. Oh, right. You still have to press the button. Oh, yeah. You still have to press the button. You're right, K. Brandar. He's so beatable. That was only one attempt, and I didn't even get to see a ton of what else he could do. Honestly, we are gonna swap back to. It's such a good adaptation. There's a reason I upgraded it. Oh, I did the dumb thing. We'll do it this way. We will skip that, because it's a whole cutscene. Come on, buddy. Come on. Let's see what you got. Come on. Am I just going to be able to... Okay. Give me a little bit of trouble, but not as much as I would have thought. Yep. Unblockable attacks. I forgot it. Yep. The unblockable ones will definitely, like, shred your shell, but won't necessarily be the end of the world. The blue ones will just crush your shell without much, like, chance, to be honest.
You dare through my blade is just get stuck. I mean,
I mean, it is a straw, Nephro. You. Yep, here I go. Yeah. Come on. Oof. It's okay. It's okay. We've got this. He's so beatable. Oof. He's so beatable. Oh, right. What am I doing? I have Wave Breaker.
you can't outrun the law forever, kid.
That was self-defense, right? That's gotta be self-defense. Anyone would agree. You came at me like a crazy guy. What was that? What was I supposed to do? Shuck. Okay, play it cool. If anyone asks, he just tripped and broke his leg. And landed on a sword. Yup. Okay, he's so beatable. I fought the law, and the law lost. Okay. I'm feeling very confident now. Okay, and what's back here now? Because last time... I came back here and found this item. It was actually an outfit. Where is it? Yeah, Captain. The Long Claw of the Law. So you have, like, your little scarf turns into the same pattern that, Nephro has. So what are you now? Oh, just another copy of it. Does that mean I can sell it? Maybe. Oh, right, and beating a boss always gives you another moon snail shell. So that will be useful for coming back here if I ever want to pop back for whatever reason. Honestly, if beating Nephro was that easy this time around, maybe I can get through and beat Magista. Let's find out. Some barbed hooks. Those will be useful in the upcoming boss fight. Yay, treasure. Muscle plus. Like a long clam. To anybody who likes mussels, good for you, but I will pass on them. They're just not something I've ever had as a food that I really enjoyed. Like, I've had, like, a really nice, like, seafood bisque that, like, used them as part of the stock, but, like, I don't actually enjoy the part of it's a texture thing. Just not a fan. Ah, hello, pufferfish. I remember you. I remember not liking you, specifically. Okay. Overhead attack with Crab Hammer is good. Yeah, you get what I mean, K. Brandar. A challenging texture is definitely a good way of putting it. Got you taken care of. Maybe I can at least get to the next moon snail shell, because I know there's one up on the there we go. Hey, bunch of museum exhibits going to be unlocked by the time we get there. This is great. Wait, did anyone notice if there was a museum exhibit unlock when we defeated Nephro or the platoon Pathfinder? Because that would be cool if there was. No, darn it. See if I can I use the geometry here to my advantage? Nope, not really. Okay. So I will have to do something fancy and drop down to get into that little crevasse there. But yeah, I didn't see if there was a museum exhibit pop up when I defeated any of the bosses. Because I would love it if the bosses also got their own exhibits. Just because I love a bestiary in video games. I think they're cool. I think they're a fun way to add more details about your world and whatnot. If I got to decide what the rules for making video games were, I would make it so that you had to have a bestiary in any game that, you know, could conceivably have one. It's probably a good thing that I am not the person who makes decisions about this sort of thing. Goodbye. Oh, right. I lost the hammer. Darn it. Lost my shell. Okay. Let's get our shell back. And we'll get our hammer back because I forgot that the overhead attack is really good against pufferfish, and pufferfish are the bane of my existence. So... Oh, there's another guillotiner in here? Okay, yeah. You... That's gonna be a problem. Oh, I should get this crystal. But yeah, that guillotiner, there is one that's like wandering around as kind of the first optional boss, and then later on in the game, you just kind of encounter them as just like random powerful enemies, and I guess they've just decided to add more of them in wherever they feel like it. Which this is New Game Plus. I did sign up for this. I could have just started a new file on normal mode, but no, I had to choose New Game Plus. Sometimes I like challenging games. Okay, there's a lot of you. There is a lot of you. Ow. And that was me getting overconfident. Oh, definitely need water though. Also, fun trick. So, using that adaptation used up some of my umami charges, the little purple things. But if you go inside of any moon snail shell, we're gonna keep increasing our defense for a bit. And then exit, you recharge all of your umami charges. So there you go. Nice little trick from Uncle Cozy. Just gonna climb back up here. Also, if there's enemies that with that purple health bar that can only be damaged by umami, I'm pretty sure that the adaptations count as that, because I know they all scale their damage off of your MSG stat, and also are like, basically any of the adaptations are like constructs you make out of umami energy. Like that's just the in-universe explanation. We're actually gonna we're not gonna waste time and go grab the other respawn area. We are going to go in with confidence and just get to the one that's up on the rampart walls. There we go. Okay, the deflating noise is very good. Thank you. Run back through here. Take out those guards very easily. You. There's a sniper who's trying to get me. Gotcha. Thank you, Frederick. Trying to parry the arrow, which is probably not a great idea. Okay. If we just run past the guillotiner, we might have this. Because you can always just book it. Usually. Ignore the treasure, as much as it pains me to do that. Okay, seahorse down. There it is. Okay. We have made it to the shell on the ramparts. We've got about 10 minutes left in the normal stream. Let's see if we can get to Magista. Aha! So here's the other thing that contact lens is really useful for. That shell right there is a health bar. That's not usually how this works. So there is a polluted hermit crab in there. You can also tell that it's, because every once in a while it'll like shake a little bit. Yeah, there it goes. So what we're gonna do is get bodied by this hermit crab. Okay, sure, sure. Oh, but since we have been bodied, I can show everybody a fun trick. Oh, I just did the wrong thing. Shoot. Actually, no, I can still do this. So a fun thing is that if you have the trash hammer skill in the skill tree, which is what lets me stick random shells on the end of my fork, and if you see a hermit crab like this, you can actually steal their shell. Because if you do a charge attack, you just steal it as the hammer. Yep. And different shells have different weights. That they all have their pros and pluses and minuses. But yeah, you can just steal the shells from enemy hermit crabs, which is really useful because it makes fighting them so much easier. Yo, okay, car claw. Yeah, we'll take that. There we go. And now I've got a coconut shell. Actually, yeah, coconut shell is yeah, the rollout attack is ridiculously good. But I think I am actually going to keep this. Crime, partying after hours. Crime, Jay scuttling. I do love... Like, there's so many good little world-building details in this game. Like, adding in various crimes that they're executed for, just all of the different trash having, like, fun brand names, or, like, variations on different brand names. Isn't partying after hours the only time to party? Asks K-Brand Art. I would argue that, depending on what kind of job you have, partying during hours is, in fact, the best time to party. But also, yeah, Duchess Magista has gone a little off the deep end. Just a little. Come on, come on, come on. Love me a fishing minigame. Ow. Thank you. You know what? It was in tight spaces and I couldn't actually see what was going on half the time, but it worked. And you know what? If it works, it works. Yeah, and actually, as you saw there, only like really large enemies will have that little like mini game for trying to use the fish hooks and pull them towards you. But if you just use the wave breaker ability, which you've seen as the little pop-up, then you just automatically fly towards them. Though the advantage of pulling them towards you is that it does a lot more it's the balance, I think is what it's called, where it's that little yellow bar that goes around the health bar, and if it fills up, you can do that like weak point attack. So depending on what you're fighting, it can be more or less. Oh no! It can be more or less advantageous to do one over the other. Personally, there are some things where I prefer to use Wave Breaker because it is just more useful in some scenarios to go towards your target. That's usually when it's like various enemies are like in a rough platforming scenario, mostly in the reefs, or like here with this. Let me get out of here. Yeah, like this seahorse up there. If I can get close enough. Oh. I don't like the seahorses. Thank you, game. That was just bad luck. That happens sometimes. Goodbye. Hi, sea urchins. There's so many of you. Okay. Hey! And chum for the final blow. Nice going, little guy. Yeah, Chum and Frederick, and there's a third one that you can get called a lanternfish, which also provides light. Oh, bugger. They don't do a lot of damage, but they're very useful, especially in boss fights, because as long as something does damage to a boss, that, like, stagger meter won't deplete, and also, tiny amount of damage is still some amount of damage, so no. That was almost very bad. Gotta keep blocking. There we go. But yeah. Yeah. Also, I like it when games let you have little friends. It's fun. It's very fun. Okay. There's that shortcut. Yeah, if nothing else... oh, it's just about time to be done with stream. I'm going to keep going for just a little bit. See if I can open up those doors to let us get into the castle here. And then next time can be fighting Duchess Magista? I'm actually suddenly not sure which it is. The Duchess. Next time can be fighting her and continuing on our merry way. Oh, that's a... Oh, there's a guillotiner down there. Fun. Great. Ow. Okay. Yay. Hide in the coconut. Coconut is broken. Coconut is reforged. Oh, bugger, not you. Just keep running, gotta heal. Okay. Front doors are open. Excellent. Okay. With that, we are going to run away! Oh, can I? Actually? Where's the other... Where's the shell? You know what? It actually doesn't matter, because if you quit out... Well, one, we're going to save. And we will return to title. And when I come back in, it will end up respawning me at the at that most recent moon snail shell. All right, so that was the start of the new game plus for another Crab's Treasure. I'm having a great time with this. I'm really excited to get through to the big city of New Carcinia and check out that museum. And maybe also get to Grovekeeper Topoda and check out some of those boss rush options. Like I said, I might do some off-camera grinding just to get some more microplastics, level up a little bit. But I seem to be doing okay. So I probably don't need to grind that much, realistically. But this has been great. It's been great playing this game again with people. I'm very happy to do this for a little while longer, at least. There's the endless backlog of games that I also want to stream as well. So I might not do a full replay of the new game plus, or maybe it'll just be something I do as like little bonus streams here and there. But it's been fun to be back, and I will probably be doing a bonus stream this Thursday, also at 7 p.m. But if I don't end up doing that, then we will definitely be back next Monday at 7 p.m. as always. And the recording for this will be up sometime tomorrow. As always, it's been great having you all. Remember to take care of yourselves and stay cozy out there, everybody. This has been wonderful being back. Have a great night. Oh, good times. Very good.